Panther Ranger.
Hey YouTube, Panther Ranger here. I know it's been a while since I've done a review, but I am back. And this time, I am about to review the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Red Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo. I know it's been a while since I've done a Power Rangers review since, the show is currently on hiatus right now. But meanwhile, since, there's a new claim that, the show is being in development. But anyways, so I decided to do a review. But anyway, before we talk about the packaging, let's talk about the packaging. As you can see, you have the amazing digital rendering of the Red Ranger figure and doing his signature attack. And you have an amazing spot varnish print. And you have the Lightning Collection logo on top. And you have an amazing artwork of the Red Ranger over there. And you have the logo and the season name and the character and with the signature lightning bolt. And you have the Hasbro logo right there. And behind you see a little bit of the Lightning Collection stuff right there. And on the top, if you see, there's a little bit of a warning sign, as you could see. And it says plastic free packaging because there's no plastic, since last year this is happening. So hopefully once the Lightning Collection returns from hiatus, so we can get those plastic windows back. But anyway, on the top you see amazing Lightning Collection top and some instructions over there. And on the side of the packaging you see the Red Ranger and doing his signature attack or something. And you have the amazing Power Rangers Turbo logo on top, if you can see that clearly. There you go. And on the back of the packaging you can see you have so what the Red Ranger includes. So he has the measurement and all that stuff, and the accessories and spot varnishing. And on top you see the amazing Power Rangers Turbo logo. And you have the digital rendering of the Red Ranger doing his attack. And you have the character's name, season name, and character as well. And you have some warning signs and other stuff, and UPC. And on this side of the packaging you can see, let me take care of that for a minute. Just a minute. So anyway, so as I was saying, you have the amazing Power Rangers Turbo logo, and you have Lightning Collection in there, and you have amazing digital rendering of the Red Ranger's helmet. And on the bottom of the packaging, as you can see, he does come with all this stuff, the box has some details about Anyway, let's not talk about the packaging anymore. Let's get him out. Sorry about that. Alright, here he is, finally out of the packaging, and wow. But before we talk about the figure, let's talk about the accessories, so why don't we move him out of the way and talk about the accessories. Now, looking at the accessories, he does come with a few accessories. So the first accessory that he comes with is his helmet. I do think they did a good job with the details, the black visor. They did a good job with the outlines, the headlights, actually. And they did a good job with the wheels on the side of his helmet. The black, on the roof of his helmet is, painted very well. I mean, this is a really good sculpt. It's a really nice glossy red. And he does come with his weapon, the Auto Blaster. I do think they did a good job with the silver paint. It looks like an actual car almost. Pretty much does look like a car actually. I mean they did a good job with the detailing. It's especially with the wheels and on the roof of the gun, I should say, the blaster I should say. And they did a good job with the sculpting of the handle. And looking at his signature weapon, I do think they did a good job with it. Here you have the Turbo logo, aka the Car Ranger logo, in reference to the Japanese Sentai counterpart. I mean, this is a really nice plastic actually. They did a good job with the detail of this sword actually, the handle. And this is a really nice silver, and the blade is actually really sculpted well. There's nice silver I should say. And his weapon, the Turbo Blade, actually this is what all the 5 Turbo Rangers had. I do think they did a good job with the painting with the gold actually, and the silver actually. Even the handle is sculpted well I should say. There is nice detail here. There's also nice detail on the sword as well. This is a really nice weapon. And he does come with, like, fisted hands, actually, when he's wanna pose him, like, punching bad guys and stuff like that. I do think they did a good job with the detail, like, with the gloves and all. It's, like, really amazing, like, this looks so realistic. And lastly, he does come with a special effects piece in order to put his weapon in. Like this, if you want to get him ready for, like, final attack. Or you can even put it in his turbo saber, I should say, turbo blade, I should say. It's the actual... Wow, would you look at that? This is, like, really amazing. Anyway, let's talk about the figure now. I think we had enough of discussion about the accessories. Now, looking at the figure, I do think they did a good job with the head sculpt, especially with the civilian head sculpt. I mean, there is a lot of detail with the eyes, like, the mouth, and the nose, actually. This looks like an actual person. I mean, they got the skin color right, and they got, like, the hair sculpt right, too. I mean, it's a decent likeness to Selwyn Ward. I mean, it's not, like, a perfect likeness, though. But it is still a good head sculpt, anyways. I mean, looking at his, like, chest armor, I should say, like... I do think they did a good job with the paint job applications, especially with, like, the yellow on his chest. Even around his, like, neck, actually. And, like, the black border, I should say, they did a good job. Even in his, like, abdominal area, I do think they did a good job. And on the back, they did a good job, actually, with the black border, actually. And the belt, they did a really nice job, like, the paint actually is, like, amazing, especially the yellow paint, which resembles, like, headlights for a car. I mean, the gun holster actually is, like, really nicely sculpted, I would say. And for the legs, I would say they did a good job with the sculpt. Even the nice paint around the black border, like, wow, this is, like, phenomenal. And the creasing on his, like, legs are, like, so amazing, actually. It looks so realistic, like an actual suit. And looking at his boots, I would say they did a good job with, like, the black outline. It's supposed to represent, like, the tires for a car, I would say. Even the feet are actually nicely sculpted, actually. Even the creasing also is, like, amazing. Anyways, let's, talk about, like, how he would look with the helmet on. Let's try if I can do this off screen. This will be better. Would you look at that? This is a definitely amazing, like, Ranger suit. This helmet is, like, amazing. It looks great on the suit. Anyways, let's talk about the articulation. As for articulation, he does rotate his helmet 360s, and there is a bit of head pivoting on both sides, going up and down, I should say. I mean, he can have, like, a bit of, like, a head swish, I should say. And his arms, like, do rotate 360s also. I mean, there is, like, a little bit of a butterfly joint, but it's a little stiff, actually. I think I might have to put some hot water on there. Anyway, there is actually some, like, ab crunch, a little bit of an ab crunch. And there is, like, double elbow joint, I would say. Pinless, I should say. Wow, that's amazing. His arms also do rotate 360s, too. And his legs can move forward a little bit. Yeah, that it can move forward fully. And there is, like, leg rotation. Wow, that's pretty. And there is actually a double knee joint, actually. Yeah, this is a little stiff, actually, almost. Yeah, it's a little stiff, yeah. And there is actually, like, foot movement on the feet. That's amazing, too. And there is ankle pivoting on both feet. And anyway, that's enough of the articulation. So, to measure out this figure, I would say this figure stands about, it is actually close to, like, this, just a second, yeah. It is, like, close to the 6-inch mark. And now let's talk about the size comparisons. For your Power Rangers comparison, here you have, like, the Lightning Collection A-Squad Green Ranger. As you can see, they're almost the same height. Next, we have the Marvel Legends series Bruce Banner from the Infinity Saga series. As you can see, they're almost the same height. Next, we have the Marvel Legends series Yelena Belova from the Hawkeye TV series on Disney+. As you can see, she's pretty much a little bit shorter, but close to the same height. And lastly, we have the Star Wars Black Series Rey and Finn. As you can see, they're both shorter than the Red Ranger. Overall, I give this Red Turbo Ranger figure a solid 10 out of 10. So what I like about it is, like, you know, the details, the articulation, the accessories, and everything. Like, this is a fully articulated action figure. And the head sculpt is actually really amazing, but it doesn't really have much of a good likeness to Selwyn Ward. But it's still a good head sculpt though. But this figure overall is like so amazing. So this is why I gave it a 10 out of 10. And that is my review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Red Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can stay up to date on my upcoming videos. And I will see you again in another video.